Yo, so that Game of Thrones, that final season is coming up, my man.
I mean, I'm still blown away from the end of season 7. Now, a lot of that, man, I knew was coming.
I mean, you read the books, but
we passed the books, though.
That's what I'm saying. So, is that giving you some insight as to where they may be going with the final season?
Yeah, a little bit. Never know, because George R. R. Martin was so, like, he didn't care about killing a character off at all. So
I think ratings might have changed that for the TV show, though.
Well, here's a little something. I mean, it's an internet thing, so I don't know how true it is, but they were saying, like, in his original treatment, or kind of when he was given to his editors, that he had a list of people who were going to survive to the end, and that was Jon Snow, Daenerys, Arya, Tyrion, and I think that was it. I think it might have been those 4 were supposed to make it to the end. But they also had a different plot at that time. So still a lot of incest, but different plot. So for season 8, just so the way it goes, if I had to make some plot predictions, one, I would say that Cersei Lannister, she's going to die. She's going to get killed by Jaime. Unless Jaime falls on the wall. Because there's a whole prophecy in which she was supposed to get killed by her younger brother. There's a prophecy about this, I forgot the name of it, but the prince who was promised might not be Jon Snow, it might be Jaime. But and then it was talk about how to forge the sword that was supposed to, like, kill the Night King. That's supposed to be forged with blood. So unless you want to see Jon, plunge his sword through Daenerys, then it'll probably be Jaime to kill Cersei. So that's gonna be interesting. I think Tyrion will survive. I think he'll marry Sansa if she makes it through the season 8, but that's not likely.
What was that little jealousy they tried to show in the
at the end of the last episode when Jon was killing when he was getting into them? I don't know what that was about. He was maybe he was arguing about, like, you need to figure out who's going to take the throne. And she was like, I can't be pregnant. The witch told me. He was like, but she hated you. Like, did you think to test that out? So it's so ambiguous. I don't know what they were trying to show with that. In that original treatment, though, they did talk about that it was actually supposed to be a love triangle between Arya loving Jon and Tyrion loving her in that original treatment. So they might have blended that into this. I think another dragon's gonna fall, man. If I had to really predict, I would say that I would say that Jon Snow's gonna die at the end of the 8th season. I would say that Daenerys is pregnant.
So even though it's kind of been revealed that he's royalty and he's capable of actually,
I think that's gonna cause some friction within the first 2 to 3 episodes. Seeing that we spent all season 7 with her trying to get him to bend the knee, and he found he bent the knee. And his claim is greater than hers to the throne, so I think that's going to be some friction. I think that we'll get a reveal that she's pregnant. I think she's going to be pregnant with his baby, which will lead to, when they get to the final battle, him not wanting her to go to the battle, so he'll probably ride the dragon into the final battle. I also think that Bran, I think there was a prophecy where he will never walk again, but he'll fly. So I just feel like that he'll definitely take over a dragon. And try to take the Night King out the sky. So he'll probably take that dragon away, and he'll probably be killed.
So you don't think that it's a for sure win that the White Walkers, since they got air support, are going to bring that
I think they're going to
pain.
I mean, I think there's going to probably be, like, I think that the battle with the Night King might actually end by episode 4. Honestly.
And then they're going to show them piecing back together the kingdoms.
I think the second war starts. I think Cersei, you still got to finish off who's going to get the throne. So I feel like Jon will either be super injured or die in the battle against the Night King, fulfilling the prophecy. Because no matter what, he is a walker. He's not a walker in the sense of beyond the wall, as far as coming back from ice. But the series of the book is called A Song of Ice and Fire. Right. So the Starks are winter, So long as a Stark rules in the North, the North will never fall. A Stark doesn't rule in the North because technically he's a Targaryen. The wall falls. Okay, so that's the only reason I think Sansa might live, is because I feel like Tyrion will marry her at the end of the story. I feel like Arya will get married to King Robert's bastard, whatever his name is, Gendry. That will restore the House of Baratheon. I just feel like by the end of the book, there will be at least a couple for each of the 6 major houses or 7 major houses to carry on the lineage to keep the fantasy novel going. You know what I'm saying? So, but some people gotta go. So I feel like they'll beat the Night King. It'll be over, or they might be close to beating him, and then Cersei's gonna come up with her army to try to kill them all, and that will start a second battle. So by the 5th episode, you should be fighting against the Lannister and all her armies, and they'll be almost broken. And I think that's when Jaime would kill her if he survived the battle.
So what about the younger sister and her list of people to murder? Wouldn't that queen be on that list?
The queen would be, and that would be I mean, it would be nice, but I think we got enough fan service this last season when she killed Lord Baelish. You know, so I think because she got to slit his throat, she might not get that kill. I think it would be Tyrion or Jaime. More likely Jaime, though, because I think that's
isn't it leaning towards Jaime getting murdered? Isn't that the film?
It is leading towards Jaime getting murdered, but we don't know what type of deal Tyrion made with her. They cut away from that scene when they had the conversation, especially when she ordered the Mountain to kill him, and he was like, "Go ahead and do it." You know, I think he's having regret having to betray his family because he still loves them. So, I think. So I mean. I also think a boy might die as well. The one who got his dick cut off by Ramsay.
He needs some redemption. I thought he was right there to get it.
No, he's here now, man. When he finally took that fight on the beach, he's going after his sister. Oh
yeah, I remember.
I think he's gonna die though. I mean, I think he might kill his uncle. I don't even know if he's gonna kill his uncle. I think he might free his sister, die against his uncle, and his sister might get that win. And then she'll restore the Iron Islands.
That was such a mousy moment when that dude jumped in the water.
That's a real moment, though. I think that's what they were trying to convey, that you don't just turn into a...
You don't snap out of that...
Oh, man, he was being tortured. I mean, he's a broken character. They broke him. I mean, he snapped out of it enough to get Sansa away.
I didn't even realize that was him taking another loss in John Wick. I didn't.
Yeah, he's just a good character to take a loss.
He's a loser.
Just a good actor, man.
A losing actor.
You know, yeah, it's rough out there, man. Meanwhile, the character who played Ramsay's out there.
I'll take care of it, Father. And how would you do that?
You will do nothing because you can do nothing. Talk about him like he's the boogeyman. The boogeyman? He's the one you sent to kill the boogeyman. Anyway, man, we're not reviewing John Wick right now. Great movie, though. Those are my predictions. Any characters I miss out on?
So how does the king...
the kingship goes?
No. How does the actual... the White Walker's king, like... How do they defeat him now that he has a dragon?
I'm telling you, like Brad, the other brother, the cripple brother.
Oh,
he's going to take over one of the dragons. John's going to ride a dragon, probably, or something like that, and he's going to hold off that dragon. That they're going to take each other down.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Or at least he'll hold him off until the Night King can be killed. So that was 2 dragons versus 1. I mean,
yeah,
I mean that's how I think about it. I think that Bran's going to die though. Well, another Stark's going to fall, if not 2.
So what about the medicine that was being studied by the homeboy?
The homeboy
isn't that going to help in the battle? I would imagine.
The medicine. I mean, he's bringing. They got the dragon glass. He's bringing his own sword. Anybody who has Valyrian steel is probably going to survive the battle. Mm-hmm. I think that if Jaime survives, he'll get with Brienne or Tarth. I think that's going to happen. I'm all relationships over here.
Who is that? The tall one?
Yeah, the one who beat the Hound and.
Oh yeah, she's killer.
Yeah, she be whooping everybody's ass.
The homeboy got a serious crush on her. Though.
And he's gonna die next season. Sorry to tell you that. He was kissed by fire, but he's gonna killed by ice.
So how's the eunuch gonna get
And the eunuch's gonna probably get stabbed through his heart by Arya. Arya might know something about him.
And the witch that
the witch is she's gonna die, but it's gonna be like a self-sacrifice. It's not gonna be like she gets killed by somebody. She'll either get killed by like the Night King or one of his like lieutenants or something when she comes back to give them whatever secret they need to beat them. So she's out the picture.
And how do they kill the personal bodyguard?
The Mountain?
Yeah,
his brother will get that one off. The Hound.
Yeah, I mean, but how? Like, is that
chop
just
that head off, man. Easy. Like, it's still got swords out here. It's not all magic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else is there. Well, that's pretty much everybody, man. Like I said, my prediction would be really John dying though, because you can't have a happy ending in Game of Thrones. You can have a melancholy ending, but not a happy one. All the houses restored, like, period. Like, so that's a lot of relationships we had.
I see you turned it into a romantic novel. Come to find out,
that's how you restore the houses.
Geeks and Goons.